Hey guys, it's Shaylin. I just want to take a second to introduce myself, to give you a little bit of background on me, let you know why I'm so passionate about self-love and why I decided to become a life coach. So I married my high school sweetheart. We've been married 20 years. We have 4 kids, 3 boys and 1 girl. And being a wife and a mom is my greatest blessing ever. It's something that I wanted ever since I was a little girl. And it is definitely my favorite calling, sometimes the most challenging, but always, always the most rewarding. I also love to spend time outside. Being in nature is healing for my soul, and it makes me feel connected to God. That's where my creativity flows. That's where I get my answers, and that's where I just feel at most peace. So we spend as much time as we can outside. My favorite place is the beach. I absolutely love the ocean. Like, I could just sit on the beach all day, listen to the waves, and be in complete paradise. But a close second is the mountains. I also love to go camping. I love to be up in the mountains with nature and just disconnect from the world. It is so amazing. We also love to kayak and hike and hunt and fish, and we go four-wheeling, all the things. We just love to be outside. So I also have an in-home bakery, and I love the creative outlet that it gives me. I love helping people make their events a little bit sweeter. I've done all kinds of cakes, anything from weddings to quinceañeras to birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, bridal shower, baby shower, you name it, I've probably done it. And it's really fun for me to be able to create such beautiful masterpieces with cake or frosting or whatever. I also love to dance and sing. I love to move my body. I love to be silly and just laugh. Laughter makes my soul so happy. I love spending time with those people I love, whether it's playing cards, board games, being outside, or just being together. I love being around people, and I absolutely love serving people. I love to help people and raise them up, to build them up, and to give them strength when maybe they're struggling a little bit. I think that service is something that I grew up knowing my whole life. I watched my grandparents serve, my parents serve, I serve, and it's just something that lights me up and brings me so much joy. So my journey to self-love actually has been kind of a lifelong thing. I struggled with self-esteem my whole life. I always felt like I was never good enough. I couldn't leave the house unless I had makeup on, or I had to dress a certain way, or look a certain way, or be a certain way. And one time I tried out for the volleyball team my sophomore year in school, and I was told I needed to lose weight because I was too big, and just struggled my whole life with self-esteem. And I think that struggle kind of made it so that I became an extreme people pleaser. I thought in my mind, if I could make other people happy, if I could please other people, if I could, do things for other people, then it would make me a good person. It would make me enough. It would make me worthy. Well, as most of you know, people pleasing is kind of a dangerous cycle to be in, because it's really hard to get out of. And it got so bad that I just gave everything to myself. And then I became a wife and a mom. And I just gave and gave and gave and gave and gave, and never stopped to take time for me. I just wanted everyone else around me to be happy. I wanted everyone else to be okay and to be taken care of. And I just gave of myself so much that it was overwhelming. All the roles, all the expectations, all the titles that I took on, all the many different hats that I wore, it just became too much. And on July 29th of 2016, I woke up with half my face paralyzed. I thought I had a stroke. I really didn't know what was going on. Went to the doctor, and I found out that I had Bell's palsy. So while this wasn't a life-threatening thing, it was absolutely a pivotal, life-transforming thing for me. In that moment, my smile was gone. My confidence was gone. But more than anything, that facade that I had carried around for so many years was just stripped away. And there I was, just me, and my half-paralyzed face with all the weight in the world crashing down on me. And for the next few weeks, I don't know, a little while after I got Bell's palsy, I kind of went into a downward spiral, and I stopped looking in the mirror. I stopped getting ready. I stopped putting any effort into myself at all. I brushed my teeth at the kitchen sink. I would grab a brush and pull my hair back into a ponytail. I have no idea how I looked. Probably like a hot mess. I mean, let's be honest. Like, my face was half paralyzed and droopy, and I, wasn't getting ready in the mornings. Like, I put zero effort into myself. I probably looked like I was falling apart, and I was. And it wasn't until August 10th of 2016, my cute girl, who was just 7 years old at the time, looked at me one day and said, "Mom, why don't you ever get ready anymore?" I was floored. I literally had no idea that she even noticed or cared or was even watching me. I had no clue that she was paying so much attention that she knew I wasn't even putting effort into myself anymore. And in the moment when she asked me that question, I couldn't even answer her. I kind of just skirted around it, and then that was it. Later that day, I went grocery shopping, and the heaviness was just piling up. It was so strong, and I could barely function. So I got done grocery shopping, and I get out to my car, and I just started to sob. Everything had finally come crashing down, and it hit me so hard. I was crying, and I was just pleading with God, like, please help me to get through this. Help me to figure this out. Like, I don't know what to do. And in that moment, when I was sitting in my car, I looked in the rearview mirror, and I just whispered to myself, "I miss you." And those 3 words literally changed everything. In that moment, I made a promise to myself that I was going to figure out who I was without the mask, without the facade, without all the expectations and all the other callings. I was going to find myself. I was going to make that journey to come home back to me. And I was going to learn to love myself fiercely, because I needed to show my children that, it's okay to have hard moments, and it's okay to struggle. But as long as we know our worth inside, and as long as we can have our own backs, we can get ourselves through anything. And so that's where my journey began to self-love. And ever since then, it has become something I am so passionate about. It has literally changed my life in every aspect. I am not an expert at self-love. It still takes continuous effort every day. It still takes work. And I still have moments where I feel inadequate, where I feel like, oh, I'm not good enough for that. Or maybe I shouldn't say that because why do people care? Or sometimes I make mistakes and I'm like, dang, that sucked. Like, I know better, but here I am. I'm not perfect, but it's a work in progress. And I can promise you, if you are willing to turn inward and to start loving yourself on a deeper level, it will change everything in your life. And that's why I became a life coach, because I love to serve. That's still there. It never went away. Although I can say that I am no longer a people pleaser. I have broken that cycle, and I've learned to say no when I need to say no. And I learned to have boundaries, and that's okay. But I still love to serve. And I know so much good can come from coaching. And I had coaches too that I worked with, and programs that just helped me through my hard times. And I know that there's so much value in working with a coach. So that's why I decided to become a coach. I have a huge mission to help spread God's light and love on this earth, and to help people know of their infinite worth, and to know that they were sent here with a divine purpose. And I love so much to see people discover and rekindle that self-worth within. I love to see people's faces light up when they're like, oh, I am enough. I do deserve to live the life that I want to live, and it is possible for me. And so that was why I became a coach. If you guys are interested, I would love to walk alongside you and help you on your transformational journey as you come home to yourself. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for being here.